Hey everybody, this is the makeup look I attempted to do today. I'm going to post a picture somewhere. I found it on Pinterest and I really liked it, and I attempted to do it just free will and balls to the walls on it. So this is what it looks like, and I'm going to be giving you an update on what's been going on the past 4 months since I last posted. So I'm going to put this daily antioxidant serum on, and then I'm actually going to top it off with an additional sunscreen because that also has sunscreen in it. I don't have like a handheld mirror. I really wish I did. I'm using this broken bullet fit on my... Oh, it does. Okay. Basically in July, I'm in my daughter's room because my desk is in here, and I usually do my makeup in the bathroom. I think TikTok is gonna be gone in like by January. I don't know. I know Trump's been talking about it, and you know, we're under Biden, so I don't really know if we're actually gonna get rid of TikTok or if he's actually gonna get rid of it and we'll just never see each other again on TikTok. But pretty much I've noticed that I don't get any views on TikTok. I don't know if it's just because like maybe my videos aren't getting anything, but like I never go over 200 or 300 views. I don't know if I'm like shadow banned or something. I just don't know if it's just like my channel itself or like my actual videos, if you get what I mean. The sunscreen I use is this one. It's one of my favorites. I don't think it's good for my skin. Most of my products aren't good for my skin, but I'm trying to use it up because I do have a no-buy list, which is what I'm also going to go over. And I'm gonna try to make a new, do a new makeup look that I normally don't do. So we'll see how that goes because I'm terrible at doing makeup. Here we go. I am going to wet this and I'll be back. I wet it, but I'm really bad with eyeshadow, so I'm just gonna start with eyeshadow first. God, with my dirty brushes. So stay tuned for that. And it fell on the floor. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. But I'm gonna go over my no-buy list because I think every woman naturally enjoys buying things, especially if you know, go to the store and you see something and you're like, it's kind of cute. You know, you kind of really kind of sort of want to buy it. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows real quick. A few things on my no-buy list is clothes. I went to the thrift store a couple of months ago. Went a little crazy, but not like super crazy. But everything was also half off, which kind of enticed me to get stuff that I wanted and stuff that was just sounded good. So it was realistically nothing I actually truly needed in my life. And so clothes is on my no-buy list unless it's thermals, because for some reason I can't seem to find my thermals. I purchased some leggings that are thermals because I can't find mine, but I also only have one pair and it does have a hole in it. So I thought, what better way than to just get a new pair. So my no-buy list is for about 6 months because I kind of want to shorten it rather than extending it to like the whole upcoming year and so forth. So my no-buy list is purely for like till April. If I can last longer than that, that'd be great, but I want to see how many products and how many things I can use up prior to April. I can't buy any clothes, no shirts, jeans or whatnot, unless like, you know, it either does not fit me or for the thermal reasons, I couldn't find them. So I just bought some because the weather's getting super cold now. I mean, it was 39 degrees this morning. My next thing is shoes. I have way too many pairs of shoes. I probably have over 20 pairs of shoes. So no more shoes. I am taking this like pink color in the very middle of my color pot palette that came from this one. It's all broken and I'm just gonna like apply it everywhere, but no shoes. I am a huge shoe hoarder. I love shoes. I love anything shoes, but I don't wear any of them. I literally live in Crocs from the time I wake up to the time I would go to sleep. I used to wear Docs a lot, for work and to go out, and my stupid self, I don't know what happened to the laces of my dogs. I don't even remember why I took them off my shoes, but they're not on my shoes. I can't seem to find the laces, so I haven't worn my dogs since having them. I think I've worn them literally once, my brand new dogs, because I threw away my old ones because they were covered in juice and liquor from work. So I threw them out because they were literally sticky, and I had them for like 7 years, so like I wasn't really super mad about like losing it, so it wasn't that huge of a deal. I'm going to take it underneath my eye also. And I'm so sorry about the lighting. I am in front of the window. So no shoes until one pair or like a pair is ran through if I really wanted to replace it. But other than that, like no shoes at all. I'm taking this brown color on the top first. Oh my god. I think I scraped it. The one on the middle. The next item that I should not buy and is on my no buy list is no jewelry, no hair accessories, unless like I'm replacing them, you know, like hair ties and things like that. But no, like no hair claws, no hair clips, anything like that, unless, you know, I went from like 50 down to like 5. Then I'm gonna take the darkest brown shade in this and I'm gonna like smoke it. Or attempt to, because your girl don't know how to do makeup. The next thing that is on my list and is really hard for me to stay on my no buy list, but I've got to. But yeah, I can't buy like any makeup, skincare, things like that unless it's like to replace stuff. But for certain things, like I really don't need like more makeup palettes and things like that. So yeah, I'm telling you, I literally, for some reason, I don't know, that one looks a lot better blended. This one, for some reason, looks terrible. But we'll just keep going with it because there really isn't much you can do on these things. I'm gonna take a brush and now I'm gonna conceal and then I'm gonna clean up like after. Next thing I can't buy is glassware or plates, but my cat tends to break my glasses, so I bought like probably way too many glasses that I needed, but he did break about 3 or 4, so I did buy, like I bought double in case like I knew it was gonna happen again, which it really hasn't happened yet. But there was one glass thing that I bought that like, it wasn't even glass, it was almost like a really hard plastic, so I'm trying to find more like that in case it does fall, it just won't break. Next thing that is on my no buy list is bedding and towels. I have a tendency to buy a lot of the plush blankets from like TJ Maxx and things like that, so I have about 6 at the house and I don't even need any more, so that's also on the list. Next is trinkets and hobby buys. I should not buy more Legos. I have 3 that I haven't built yet, purely because if I do build them, I feel like I need to keep them in the house, but I can't because my house is so small and my cats will break them, so they would need their own separate area, and I can't afford to do that right now until I move. So no, like there's nothing I can do with that. I can't do anything else, so I just don't think I should buy more. And then I'm gonna take this, I don't think it's called taupe, it's like a beige, really light beige. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna put it on top of the concealer to like almost set it, and I'll just blend it after. Look, I don't know how to do makeup, so like literally don't fight me because we're trying. And then the last thing on my no buy list is to unsubscribe to HBO, because I don't know why my HBO is $180. I think it's because I have an extension for something, but I don't know what the extension is. So yeah, just no more HBO. I found a girl on TikTok that made me want to consider buying DVDs again, and I did find like a few Barbie movies from like the 2000s earlier when I went to thrift stores, so I was like, I should find more, like all of the good like Barbie movies. Like, I don't think Mermaidia was good. I bought that one and it was not that good. So I don't know which one I watched. That was like in relation to the ocean. That was really good. But there was the Nutcracker, I think was good. I found that one as well, so I'm gonna have to watch that. The 12 Dancing Princesses was also really good, or 12 Dancing Sisters. That one was also my favorite. And there was the two sisters, like the Poppin sisters or something like that. I don't know what they're called. You know, the one in the pink dress, the one in the purple dress, and one's a brunette, one's blonde. Those are the only movies I remember being like super good. So I was like, I need to find them again. So I'm thinking about just like converting some of our like subscriptions into actual like physical DVDs. And there was a girl on TikTok, she was talking about it and how realistically it would save her more money to do that versus continuing to buy these subscriptions, because sometimes Netflix just gets rid of movies as well as Hulu and stuff. So it's just honestly, your favorite movie is going to be gone in the next like so many years because of the contract that they had with Netflix. At this point, you might as well buy the physical movie. And the one thing that pissed me off is when I wanted to watch these Barbie movies, I was only on, I think, Amazon and Apple, and I had to either rent it for like $5 for like the 3 days or like buy it for $15. So at that point I was like, I might as well just find it and buy it at the thrift store, because somebody somewhere is getting rid of these movies, you know. So I'm also gonna get baby wipes. This turned out better than expected, but this one is still trash. So if you have any recommendations on how to get this eye to look like this, I don't know if it's like my eyelid texture or something, because I don't think I'm doing anything different, you know. So have any suggestions? Comment them below. As for the buy list, like general necessities like car payment, medical, groceries, things like that, bills, household items is on the buy list. And by household items, I like to buy things, but it's on like replacements. Like either you're gonna replace it, or like if you don't have like a certain thing that you need that you've never bought before, because I haven't thought about cleaning it till now, you know, things like that, buy it. But other than that, like don't buy more than you need, and like replace it or change up like the scents or like maybe the brand if you want to try something different. That's kind of what I'm sticking to, really. So more so like on the replacement aspect, with the occasional maybe I don't have this and I actually need it type of deal. Obviously, like birthday, holidays are on there, experiences and trips that are budgeted and that are okayed by my fiance, because I can't just take a trip and, you know, oh look, we lost $2 grand. Where did the $2 grand go? Oh, we're going to Greece. You know, I can't just do that. My contacts are on there because I do need contacts. I'm on my last like leg of contacts, so contacts are on there, or like anything needed for my vision, because I'm viciously blind that it is insane. Another thing I have on here is pet food. I'm planning on switching over to a different brand, but I have like 2 bags of pet food because for some reason I double bought on Chewy, because for some reason my subscription didn't send out and it was almost like 4 or 5 days, and that's really long for Chewy, so I rebought the food. So now I have 2 bags of dog food. So once that's all done, I'm definitely going to try to switch to something different, because I don't know if the brand that I have is really good or if there's like a better brand, or maybe if I can start to incorporate like actual like human food, or like cooking their food, things like that. So I might like delve into that later on in life. And I have bookshelf organizers, because if you see my kitchen, and I'm not talking about those stupid people that are buying like an egg cart, like the glass or plastic egg carton thing, or the soda things to like put in their fridge, you know, when you could literally just put the egg cartons into the fridge. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about like actual necessities that aren't just for the aesthetic. Because if you see my pantry, it is a mess. I just throw everything on the shelves. My best friend, when she watches my animals when I'm out of town, will literally organize, because it's her like enjoyment, it's her like guilty pleasure to organize. I need things for it, and she always says like, girl, you need to get things for your pantry. And I also need bookshelves, because I have everything just lying on the floor or by the walls. And then the last thing on here is clothes and shoes for said child when she grows out of her things, because I can't withhold her from stuff that she needs, and we don't see her super often, so like we avoid purchasing more than we need to, especially if like she like outgrows it overnight. You know, to us it's pointless. So like, you know, if we go to the store every now and again, I'll go and buy her something, especially if I know she needs it, but I would never say no within reason on clothes for her. And shoes, specifically shoes, because her feet are growing like crazy. Next thing I need to do is put some, I gotta do my wings. The wings are gonna ruin it. I'm gonna wait to do the wings. I'm gonna put this on. I bought this on AliExpress, I think. I don't know where. It don't matter. Everything at this point is from there, so to an extent. So I don't know where to put it because my eyes are super hooded. Girl, I literally don't know where to put it. Don't know where to put it. And I don't like wearing falsies anymore because I stopped working at the place. Oh my god, that's way too much. At a place that involved it. So I'm not gonna wear falsies. I'm just gonna put mascara on and call it a motherfucking day. Oh my god, I'm putting that just ruined it. I am going to just extend it at this point because I literally just ruined it. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. This is the NYX eyebrow powder pencil that I probably had for 20 years now, and I'm just gonna put these in. I'm really like, I've been really on the fence of shaving my eyebrows off. I did it once, and by shaved it off, I shaved off half of it, so I like shaved off the tails. I'm low-key tempted to do that again because my tails are just so fat. Ain't nothing wrong with the thick brow girls, but I just don't like it on me, and I'm kind of into just shaving it off and just drawing it on, especially at the ends. But I know for one thing, because I don't wear makeup a lot, I'm gonna have to put my eyebrows on every day because I'd be going outside, and I live in the South. If they see my eyebrows like that, they're gonna be like, what are you doing? Like, they're literally gonna be like, what are you doing? This is the Colossal, I don't know. I need to do like the rest of my face, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put this really super expired old thing of L'Oreal Paris Infallible. I'm gonna put that on my face. I told you I'm trying to be resourceful, so like, even if it means destroying my skin, maybe that'll help with the goddamn flakes. I have a bug bite, or I don't even know if it's a bug bite. I got a fucking bug bite on like literally my hairline, and it hurts like a, you know, it hurts a lot, like a B word. It hurts a lot. To the point that I don't know what to do. And I also think I bought the wrong shade. I wanted to be really nice to myself, and I bought this a while ago. So I'm gonna put this on, and then I'm gonna put this on. This is not my shade. This is way too like white, and this is a pink undertone, and I don't think I'm pink. So don't like, just, we don't need to talk about it. Like, we really don't need to talk about it, so don't, like, you don't need to bring it up. I already know it's not my shade. See, like, I think this is too warm. I don't think you can see it. Maybe not. I don't know. What was I talking about earlier aside from my buy list? Oh yeah, I stopped working at Twin Peaks like in July, and it's November now. I went into real estate. I got my real estate license. I went into real estate, and I'm like, this is not good. I like the idea of like making a lot of money, but it takes a lot of work, and I don't have that kind of drive to do what they do. I have that kind of drive to do that with children and like teaching. I don't actually have that drive to do like selling people stuff. And the way that they wanted me to do, I'm not even going to talk about what company I worked at, but the way that they wanted me to do this job was literally borderline harassment, because they told me I have a list, like a day through 7 list of what I'm supposed to do, like emails, calls, texts, you know, blah blah blah. And when you first pick up like your lead, your customer, whatever, you know, that's looking through Zillow or you know, wherever, they want you to call them within like 10 minutes, which is, you know, kind of understandable. I still don't really like it, only because what if I'm doing something? But then they're like, and then they blame me. They're like, well, you can't, well, what, don't pick them up because you have to call them in 10 minutes. And then I'm like, okay, but you were complaining and, you know, telling me that I needed to pick up more people, and I was out of town, and everybody wanted to see a house that day or the next day, and I was like 13 hours away by car. So you're telling me to pick people up? And I was like, well, I can't do that. And they're like, no, it's understandable, but you need to pick up people. And I'm like, okay, but there's not any more people to pick up. And I personally didn't want to go to like other places in Middle Tennessee that I'm not familiar with. Like, I don't want to go to like Murfreesboro if I'm not from there and I don't know anything about Murfreesboro. And they're like, how's it like here? I'm like, girl, I really don't know, you know. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go to like places I was familiar with, I lived in, or like, I think I put way too much, just like places I was a little bit more familiar with or comfortable driving in, because, you know, we have our reasonings not to go to certain areas, or not to go to certain areas at certain times of day. You know, this girl that I talked to, she literally told me that she pulled up to this house. There was no pictures of the house. She pulls up to this house in like, I think downtown Nashville, and it was like probably like a cracked in. She literally described it like that. And she was there with the owners met her there, and she was on a live, you know, virtual tour with her client. And somehow these two other people, one of them is strung out of their mind, shows up to the house, and I don't know if they knew the owner, but she started freaking out because they were trying to, like, the girl was trying to hug her and this and that the other. So I was like, oh my god, like, I don't want to do that. And she's like, yeah, like, if that happens, like, you should call us, or like call somebody that you know to like go to a showing with you, because that's not safe. And I'm like, because she did this at nighttime, and now the sun goes down at like 4 o'clock here. I'm going to take this really old, probably also expired, I think limited edition MAC like two-tone blush. But yeah, she told me that, and I was like, I don't want to do that. But the one thing that really annoyed me, on top of them pretty much like doing too much, was also just doing too much. They literally, and by that I mean like here's an example. Let's say you're on Zillow, you know, you're boo-bopping around online, you're like looking at houses, and you like click save or click like or click dislike or whatever, right? You're bopping around on your computer, enjoying yourself, probably like decompressing for the night. I get a fucking ding 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 on my phone that you're on Zillow. You're looking at 6, 8 o'clock at night. They want me to call you. They want me to call you, and if you don't answer, they want me to call you again, and they want me to call you again and again and again for about 5 times until you pick up the phone. Like, do you really, like, that is borderline harassment. I do not want to do that. I don't want to do that. Like, I really don't. I hate talking on the phone as it is, unless it's like appointments. I finally am comfortable making appointments. Crazy. Other than that, I do not want to, hey, how are you? This is so-and-so from blah, 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 blah. Just noticed you were checking out a house in Murfreesboro, and I just wanted to see how things were going, how your home search was going, if you needed any help, blah, 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 blah. And like, we did this role play thing. This is when I realized I should have left. There's this guy, he's like one of the top producers. He was running this class, and he was doing role play. I don't think I'm good at role playing. Like, I really don't think I'm good at it. I think most people aren't, because it's like fake. So he runs this role-playing class, and it was just me and this other woman. She's really amazing, so sweet. I genuinely love her. She's a little bit older than me, and I just like her aura, her dynamic, and you know, when she talks about her kids and how she treats them, I enjoy everything about this woman. I love her. There ain't nothing wrong with this woman. There ain't nothing bad to say about her. There's a lot to say about this guy. But I was asking the questions, like they were open-ended questions, but the way he wanted you to do it was he wanted to get like a specific response. And every time I would ask an open-ended question, just not the way that he wanted, to me it sounded like, you know, something similar to what he said. But you know, I'm new to this, so probably not. He's been in this for like 20 years or whatever. He would always go like no, and like very like not aggressive, but very like blatantly like you're doing terrible at this, you're doing it wrong, like this is not how you're supposed to say it, blah blah blah, like that's not what you want to say, you should say it this way. And I'm trying to write it all down and try to say it, but I don't want to sound so robotic, because he's also like, you can't sound like that, like you have to acknowledge her, you have to, like, you know, this and that, like these are things that I'm naturally not good at. And like it's just he's just jamming all of this stuff in me. He's saying it in like a almost like he was just saying it in like a way that I didn't feel comfortable in that classroom. I didn't feel safe in that classroom. I just felt like he was like antagonizing me, just saying like I'm just not good at this and things like that. And I realized then like I probably should leave, like this is not for me. Like I was having anxiety through the roof in that classroom, to the point that I literally started crying. And he's like, he brings up something that was so stupid. He's like, why, like, not, he wasn't really saying like why are you crying, but he was like, you know, you need to focus on your life, and you know, you clearly seem like you have problems going on, because you know that's what he was like kind of insinuating. And I was like, in my mind I'm like, I don't have any problems, it's just you teaching this class and making me feel like I'm terrible. Don't get me wrong, I'm probably really bad, but like there's other ways to go about teaching this, and not in so an abrupt way to sound like the way he did. Like if you're in the classroom, maybe you would understand, but it was literally like, I wouldn't say traumatizing, but it was not, like I did not want to be there. After that, I like literally did not want to be there. Did not want to be there. I'm gonna attempt to do my eyeliner. I'll be back. It's not terrible, at least it doesn't look like it's terrible, but I mean if you look in person it just probably look bad. But it's not super bad, but you know, I could probably do a lot better. I'm gonna put this on. I don't curl my lashes, it doesn't do anything for me. So, but yeah, I quit that job at the real estate thing. I retired my license because I really don't know, oh my god, that thing is too big for my eyelashes. I really don't know if I want to like go back to doing that, because I just don't think, I really just don't think it's right for me. The people in there like want me to strive for something, and I'm just comfortable where I'm at. I don't really feel like needing like $100 million like tomorrow. I don't feel like I need to upgrade like my car and get like $100,000 car, or like upgrade like my home situation to the extent that I'm living in like a 5-6 bedroom house, you know, with just my fiance and his kid, you know, something like I don't feel like I need to look like I'm upper class or I'm like really rich. And I feel like most people in that environment kind of want to display that, and I just, growing up, I never really liked it. If you're rich, you're rich, but I want you to be like a decent human being. But this is the makeup look. I'm going to find something to put on my lips. I'm not gonna put a lot on because I don't like that color enough to put it everywhere. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get my Carmex, but I'm pretty much like just not interested in going back into real estate. It just doesn't seem like something that's like meant for me personally. I just don't think, I really just don't think it was for me. So I left. I am full-time dog sitting at the moment. I'm considering getting my teaching license. So that's pretty much it. Here is the look. It isn't super bad. Definitely needs some work. I've gotten a lot better with my eyeliner because why do I sound like that? Because as you know, when I worked at Twin Peaks, I was getting my points docked because I didn't have eyeliner on, so then I had to start learning how to put eyeliner on. So I did that, but I didn't put mascara on because no matter what, I promise you in 10 minutes my lashes are gonna go down, or they're probably down already. They're almost down. So it's not worth it to me. If you're Asian and you have stubborn lashes that are just always straight or just point down, like comment below what the fuck you put on your lashes to keep them up, because I really don't know. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later.